Yo, what is going on, everybody? I am your host, Slackerz Game, and bringing you the next matchup of the Fighter Pass tournament. And we're back on schedule. Hopefully, everything's going according to plan. I'm feeling better, so all that stuff, it's all good. Sickness seems to be behind me, so we good. We're moving forward. So, tournament-wise, I don't think I really need to explain the rules. Simple stuff. Vote down in the comments. Vote for one of the two characters in today's matchup. The two characters in today's matchup are DragonBorn from the Elder Scrolls, the Skyrim game, or Crono from Chrono Trigger. Vote for one of those two down in the comments for, which one you'd rather see as a DLC character in Smash Ultimate. Pretty simple. That's how we do it. And then, so voting stays open for 1 week, so we got to go over results for the matchup from last Monday, which was, did I do this right? Yeah, Spyro and Crash. This one was a good one. I was very excited to see how this one was going to turn out. Activision was fighting itself in this one. Some people in the comments were even like, this is not fair, I can't vote. But yes, you can vote for both if you really would prefer to see both the characters in the game as DLC. So yes, you can vote for both. But so we got to go with the results, and it was actually pretty close. Evenly matched. For most of the voting, but at the end it was one of the characters just pretty much fan base was just like, I'd rather see this character instead. So the winner of Crash and Spyro is Crash Bandicoot. Ended up winning. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it was close, but Crash won 57-29. Yeah, 57-29. I mean, the first number of votes, the first good probably 15 to 20 votes I tallied up, Spyro was leading 13-2, and I'm like, okay, this is gonna be interesting. But then Crash was just like, all right, Crash support, Crash wins. So congrats to Crash for moving on to the next round. Spyro's not eliminated, just drops to the loser bracket, no big deal. Just has to maybe work a tiny bit harder to keep advancing. So yeah, Spyro to the loser bracket. Does not have a matchup yet. We'll get the results. And his matchup, we'll find that out later. Probably tomorrow actually. So yeah, with that out of the way, we have to go over today's matchup, which I said already is the last Dragonborn from Elder Scrolls Skyrim series, taking on Crono from Chrono Trigger. Let's do this. So first up, let's go over Crono. Now, if you don't know Crono or Chrono Trigger, the game, it's an RPG game. Traditional. You explore dungeons, forests, cities, go around, fighting and leveling up and all that stuff. So what an RPG is, so you pretty much get the handle on it. But one thing that the Chrono Trigger game did, which was actually really cool. Very cool that I found out, not that I found out, but that I really enjoyed, was that you, instead of just running around and, you get those random encounters that just kind of pop up wherever and whenever, you actually see the enemies on screen. Sometimes they might be waiting to ambush you, but you just walk up to them and initiate the battle, which I always thought was cool. When you see everything in the overworld and you're just like, that's so much cooler. Like, oh, here's a battle. I'm just going to go around it and avoid it. I don't want to deal with it. That's fine. But no, that's how it is in Chrono Trigger. I thought that was super awesome. But, typical other stuff about Chrono Trigger. You got, combo attacks. What do they call them? What do they call them? Techs, I think is what it was. Maybe I'm wrong about that. But each character has, these special abilities, and they can, combo together to make even a bit more stronger powers. And I thought that was kind of really neat how they how the game kind of did that. And maybe if they could somehow do that in the character's moveset, that might be a bit difficult, honestly. Maybe for Final Smash, you could combine a few together to make one super magnificent, awesome, looking cutscene, or not cutscene, but a little cinematic Final Smash. That would have been really awesome, honestly. But again, moveset wise, you just kind of take stuff from the game, simple elements. He's got weapons. Use those weapons for. He's got the sword. Use the sword slasher. Another sword user. Oh well, no big deal. Maybe throw some magic in there, something like that. Typical typical RPG kind of elements into a moveset. I think would be really cool. Plus, it's kind of like a game from the SNES, Super Nintendo era. It is still like today regarded as one of like the most successful, most one of the best games ever made. People talk about this all the time. And when the rumors were going around that Square was going to get the first rep in DLC, didn't happen. Thanks, Virgin. But when that didn't happen, a lot of people are like, all right, Square, who do we get from Square? Potentially Sora. Crono's name came up quite a bit, and I thought, because Square did make Chrono Trigger, and I thought that would be really awesome to kind of bring back this beloved franchise, give it, just here, give us a new one. Why not? I thought that would be pretty, that'd be really cool to see. And, I don't know if Square has any plans for that at all, but I don't know. I think it'd be a really cool way to do it for Square to kind of announce it like that. Like, hey, here's this old character. Oh, by the way, we're making a new entry into this this franchise. That'd be really cool. You get this big advertising in Smash Bros, and then you go on and make another game from the franchise. I thought that would be phenomenal. That'd be just awesome. I'd love to see that. But let's move on to Crono's opponent, who personally I'm not a fan of at all. I love the game. I love Skyrim. I mean, who didn't, right? Who didn't love Skyrim? But DragonBorn, last Dragon. I'm just gonna call him DragonBorn because that's what he is. He is. Where do I want to start with him? I mean, moveset wise, again, you could just take the simple. He's got shield, sword. He's got arrows. He's got magic powers. You got to do something with the dragon. Absolutely, probably Final Smash makes the most sense. But to me, I don't know. I just kind of think when I look at the character, because the Dragonborn is the character that you are as the player, and he's also the main protagonist of the game. But when I think of him and I just look at him, I just kind of go, I don't know. I kind of see just kind of bland and dull, like no personality kind of thing. It's just kind of like, really that? There's way better characters that I'd rather see and pick to be DLC in Smash Ultimate. And I don't nothing against it, but the game was awesome. Just the character is. I mean, the armor is probably more famous than the character, honestly. Let's face it, you got the horns facing down. I think the armor is more famous, but I don't know. I'm definitely not sold on this character. I'm really not. I know there's quite a bit of people that are actually voting for this character and want to see this character in Smash Bros. I'm not sold on it at all. I would take a hard pass on this character, honestly. I'll take another Elder Scrolls game, hands down. That's easy. Give me another Elder Scrolls game. But for this character to be in Smash, I don't think so. I'd definitely pass on that, for sure. So, my vote's easy on this one. I'm definitely going Crono on this one. I'm going Crono all the way. I'd love to see, I don't know, maybe it's just bias or maybe a little bit personal attachment to this character. That's why I'd vote for him. But that's going to be my vote. So, I don't know. If you do, please let me know. Because I am interested to see why people would like this character. What makes him so cool. Is it just because he's from Skyrim? I can understand that. Somebody really likes a game, so they want a character from that game. I can understand that. But somebody let me know why you would like Dragonborn to be in Smash as a playable character. That'd be strange to see. But yeah, that is pretty much going to be it for this one. So let me go over the result. Not result. We already went over the results. Let me go over the sneak peek for tomorrow's episode. So it looks like it will be Game 14. Lara Croft from Tomb Raider taking on Sans. Okay, that one should be. We'll see if the Sans fans show up. I think they will. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that'll be tomorrow's matchup, and then we'll get the results for Yoshimitsu and Sub-Zero. So that should be a good one, actually. Yoshimitsu I view as a character that's a sleeper pick. Not a lot of people think of, but definitely has a high chance, in my opinion. But that is probably going to be it. I do have another, my other tournament has a matchup a little bit later today, and we got the results, and then of course the next matchup, like I just said. But that's later today if you want to check that out. It's probably the more popular tournament, I'll be honest. No big deal. You want to vote for that one and this one? Cool. Love to see you in both tournaments. But that is going to be it for this one. And yeah, that's pretty much going to be it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed as usual. Hopefully we catch you on the next one. Peace out, everybody.